Morning YouTube. I thought I'd do a quick video this morning. I think probably like a lot of us, we're all ready to go on a few trips starting over Easter, but obviously we're in lockdown now, so we're all ready to go, but nowhere to go and can't go. But anyway, I just thought I'd do a quick video just to see what you guys are doing as far as bike protection and so on's concerned on your bikes. I put a few protection items on my Ducati Multistrada 1260S and a few touring accessories and so on, which I just wanted to show you, but I'd be equally interested just to find out, you know, what you're doing and what else you've added. So I'll give you a quick look around as far as my bike's concerned. It's not the finished article by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a start, and like I said, it'd be interesting to see what you do. So let's have a quick look. Okay, so as you probably saw, this is my 2019 Ducati Multistrada. Had it since December last year. It's just done 5,000 miles, so it's had its first service, and I've actually had its annual service done ahead of time, because like I say, I was going away. But anyway, a few of the things that I put on, just protection first of all. I started off with the SW-MOTECH crash bars. Very nice, very sturdy. The only comment or observation I would say is that that part there, obviously on both sides, sort of stands proud and just catches you on the back of the calf or back of the knee. So good protection, but it does just catch you. So starting from the top, I got the Palmer Products windscreen mount. Obviously gives you that bar, but to help with wind protection, it stands the screen proud of the original location. You can still move it up and down and so on, but you'll see it stands proud there. Fully adjustable by these knobs, so you can tilt the angle of the screen both forward and back. I find it the furthest forward gives you the most protection, and then obviously what you can do is you can mount your iPhone or your sat nav. I've got a Garmin Zumo XT that goes on there as well, so that's helped a lot with wind protection and so on. I went the whole hog with this RG equipment, so I've got the bar ends on there, and then I've got the front bobbins on front wheels, and then the rears also as well. And then what I also added is let's probably come around this way, I added the RG radiator grille and the oil cooler grille, and then inside there you can probably see it, hopefully you can see it, is the other radiator grille. So that's the sort of protection bit that I've done. I'm conscious I haven't done everything as far as this bike's concerned, so again I'll be interested to see, you know, what you guys do as well. I've also gone for a replacement seat. I just found the seat, or the standard seat, just too firm for me after an hour or so. So I've gone for the Touratech, which is much better. Admittedly, it is much better. It's not what I would call the final solution. So I think the longest trip I've done is about 4 or 5 hours or so, which is fine. But I'm not too sure what it's going to be like sort of 8 hours on the seat. So that's what I've done as far as protection is concerned. I'll show you a few other bits and pieces. Okay, so just to finish off the other piece as far as the Palmer Products screen mount's concerned, I've got mounted both my iPhone and the new Garmin Zumo XT, only just been released. They provide, or Ducati provides some cabling, pre-installed cabling that runs out the back underneath the fairing. You take this fairing off here, and there is a spare fused wire specifically for the sat navs that's mounted under here. There's a couple of videos on YouTube as to how you fit it all, but all the cabling is all tucked up underneath here. Just one cable comes at the back here into the back of the mount, and there's the housing. So very easy to mount on and off. Once you obviously turn the bike on, which I'll just do that now, you get that warning screen. And then the brightness, hopefully you can see that, but if not, you just have to trust me. The brightness of the sat nav screen is excellent, truly excellent. much brighter than the iPhone. Again, it probably doesn't show that, it's a bit too glary here, I would imagine. But anyway, that's another addition. So back to the other pieces. So one other item that I completely forgot to mention was I've got fitted one of these Denali sound bombs to replace the standard horn. I found the standard horn to be a little bit weedy, a little bit peepy. So I got that. I must admit it was a little bit of a bitch to fit. I didn't hasten to add, I didn't do it myself, my local guys did, my local bike shop. But to find an area for the compressor was the other challenge. Now on the instructions it does say to put the compressor vertically. This isn't, but it's mounted just there. Hopefully you can see it all, black on black, but fits in really nicely. It is horizontal, but I haven't found any issues with it at all. Like I say, the wiring is mounted through the loom and it makes a much better noise. Good one for the neighbours on a Sunday, but there you go, that's the noise. Well worth it when you're abroad. The final one, whilst I remember, I decided to change the standard tyres. Although it had only done 4,000 miles, I decided to change the tyres for these Michelin Pilot Road 5s, which are, you know, I've only ridden it for about 500-600 miles, but you can already feel the difference, and tread pattern sort of says it all. So I've opted to do that. Obviously not mandatory, but you know, I'm a big fan of Michelin tyres, both for cars and bikes. So that's the other one that I've done. So I've got the full luggage set as well. I've got the panniers that go on the side and obviously the top box that goes on the back. I do like them, but I do like the look of the bike when it's sort of naked, if you like, without them. So when I was planning on my tour, I was planning on taking the panniers and the top box, but then when I was out and about and I could take the panniers off and the top box, and I went for this Kriega system. So I looked at many different types of bags and so on, accessories to go on. I opted for this Kriega system. This particular one that I've got is all very modular, but this is the US 20 litre. But I originally found it a little bit of a struggle to actually get it mounted onto the back here, because obviously it needs these straps that you can see here on one side, and then straps, where's it gone now? Straps on that side. But at the front end, there wasn't anywhere to mount it on the actual frame itself. So Kriega make this accessory mainly for the Panigales. It's actually called the Panigale mount, but it works equally as well. I'll just take the seat off. Okay, so yeah, Kriega make this kit for the Panigale. It's actually branded the Panigale kit, but you get these additional straps, which for us with Multistradas, you undo this frame bolt here and feed in the eyelet of these straps and just tuck them in there. See, works both sides. You can probably see it better that side. But these work equally as well for us with Multistradas as they do Panigales. So once it's on, it gives a really good support. Okay, so that's the bike sort of fully loaded, panniers on, top box on, tank bag on. It's got the came with the Ducati top box and all the cables and power banks and so on in there to power the phone. Side panniers, top box. One thing I was advised is that these top boxes, I think these are made by Givi, although it's got Ducati, I'm not sure you know that, but they're not waterproof. So I was recommended to get this. It is branded Ducati bag, but apparently that is waterproof. So I pop that in there, fill it up with whatever I need and keep it all in there. But that's the Kriega that sits on the pillion. It actually does give a bit of backrest support as well, not a lot, but I do like this modular system where, like I say, this is the 20, the US 20. You can stack them on top of each other, so you can get a 10, I believe, or a 15, but I could also put on a 30 here if I needed more, and it's all the same strap system. So that's me really. Like I say, it'd be really interesting to see what else you do on these bikes, just for touring and so on. So leave any comments and let me know. Hope you enjoyed it.